I'm at Charrito's restaurant in Weehawken, and this is the place to enjoy authentic Mexican cuisine right on the Hudson. Let's talk to Chef Uzi Arias to find out more. Your father started the first Charritos in Union City in 1992, and he came from humble beginnings, you know, to chase the American dream, and maybe you can talk to us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, my dad actually learned how to cook from my mother, and it used to be like, just from like, my mom used to work at a factory, so my dad would cook for her, and then people were like, this is so good, so we just decided to turn it into a business, obviously with, you know, a lot of sacrifice. And then little by little, he started mastering all of my mom's food recipes. But at the end of the day, he just started creating his own, and it was just, you know, and a lot of the things that he's created. My dad is actually legally blind, and he still cooks 4 or 5 times a week, and it's just, you know, it's a gift that I don't think everyone has. It's just
a passion.
A passion, like he says, you know, when you cook food, it's like, it's love. You have to love it, and I think that love for food and my love for doing what I do, which is food and customer service, I think that's what has led us to the amount of popularity that we have these days.
So tell me what you're going to be making today.
Well, today we're actually making 2 of our most, not most, but one of our most popular entrees and a very difficult sauce to make is the mole, which is, this mole is from Oaxaca. It's different than the mole from Puebla. There's 2 big states in Mexico. One is Puebla, one is Oaxaca. The one that we're from is Oaxaca, and it's spicier. The one from Puebla is a little sweeter and a little smoother. Ours is a little grindier and definitely spicier in flavor, and it's a little bit more complex in flavor too. This is with the typical, you know, Mexican yellow rice and the black beans with a little bit of the Spanish sheep and tostaditas on top, and that's just our fresh queso blanco that we have. These moles are very difficult sauce to make. We actually make it from scratch. The grinders that we have, we also import them from Oaxaca, so we don't use the blender. Just like everything else, we make everything from scratch. Our mole specifically has about 24 ingredients. Most of them that you guys can see right here. It's our 3 Mexican dry peppers. It has bananas, onions, avocado leaf. There are 2 different kinds of onions. And then it has raisins, cinnamon. These are the seeds that we extract from the pepper, and basically, so you can see everything that, like the clove and these spices we bring from Mexico. There's nuts, there's apples. It's just, there's so much ingredients to it. We grind them accordingly, and then as we're grinding them, we start throwing them in a big pot and blend and grinding them, cooking them together. When it's all cooked and it looks like a thick paste, we add the unsweetened Mexican chocolate to it. And so it gives it that, you know, you have a combination, like an explosion in your mouth of like sweet because of the chocolate and the fruit, and then you have the spices because we use some of the peppers that we use there from the coast of Oaxaca, because we're from the coast and things are a little spicier in the coast. So that's why it gives it that different flavors, makes it spicy and bitter, because you have all the combination of from sweet and spicy that when they get together, they give you that essence, that flavor. So that's where the 3 flavors. Mole is it's a long procedure, and we know that in work, everything that takes time takes money. So a lot of people, not a lot, I can't say, but people cut corners at home. Sometimes they do it. They buy the paste and then they just add it. Once we have all these ingredients, we finally just made our paste. From that paste, we have to actually now make the mole, which gives you this liquidy flake, like this liquidy sauce, you see, which is kind of like a maroon black color, which gives you that, which is breast of chicken covered with mole and sesame on top, just sprinkled sesame seeds. That's one of them. Another one that we just created when we actually opened this restaurant up, that was actually my brother's creation, is the pollo en rajas. The pollo en rajas is basically, it's in a cream corn sauce. We slice the corn after we boil it, and then the slices of pepper, we just take the seeds out so that it's not that spicy. And what we do is we first you know, pan fry the chicken and then add the following ingredients to it. This is served with this rice. Actually, I put it on the menu because when we were in Mexico, when I was about 6 years old, before we came to the U.S., my mom would make this for us on the Day of the Three Kings, was the white rice with the corn. So I was just like, as a fun kid memory, I was like, all right, I want that. So I was like, I don't care what needs to be done. I'm gonna match it up with some entrees, and then we have that with our typical, black beans. My dad's a subordinate in the business now. He's the one who leads all the of the charritos. Because, like I said, my dad no longer works.
So before we go ahead, tell us what he's putting in.
Right now, he's actually doing the breast of chicken with slices of scallions, the poblano slices peppers, poblano sliced peppers. Poblano sliced peppers are basically like a green bell pepper, but it's the Mexican version, so it's a little spicier. Also, the skin of it is different. It's much lighter to bite into it and softer. We grill the peppers. We grill them here, and then we take the skin off of them, and that's what gives you that consistency. So over here, he's just adding seasoning it with black pepper, and the flavors and basically and those ingredients, the corn and the pepper, are basically its biggest flavors to this entree. Which what gives it the most flavors altogether.
And this is cream now?
That's the heavy cream. And that's basically it. Once we just saute it for maybe about approximately 45 seconds to a minute, and it starts to get nice and brown. And that's when you serve it. When it's good to go. It can't be white because of the combination of the green pepper and the yellow corn. It gives us the brown color. Give me a second. Do you want to come back there?
You good?
So this is the end product of this entree, and like I said, we combine it with white rice with corn and your refried beans, black beans. Those are black beans. Okay.
So bon appetit! It looks great.
So this is one of our most. This is definitely this is one of the most popular appetizers because it's kind of a pre-appetizer because people usually order this just to munch on it. Right afterwards, they order an appetizer. Especially if there's a table of 4, they order one for the entire table. So it's basically it stands on its own as an appetizer, and it's basically a combination of white onions, cilantro, the lime, as you can see, and then ¿ya le echaste jalapeno? And jalapeno in it. The lime is the last one that we put. Then we add the salt, and then we first grind everything because avocado is it's very creamy, therefore it's very thick. If you can, again, not to cut corners, you can. When it comes to food, you just can't. It's not the same.
And this is done right at the table?
Right at the table. As you see, just as if you were sitting down, this is exactly what we're doing. So we combine all those flavors together, and as you're making it, because jalapeno is such a strong and a vegetable, and so is onion, it goes right up your nose, and you can smell it. As you can probably get in the drifter right now as he's doing it, and it makes your mouth drool sometimes. So then after we're done that, and now all these flavors have married each other, now we go ahead and we throw the avocado in it. After we do the avocado, then we combine none of it. Of course, we ask the customer after we're done if they like to spice it, they want to taste it, maybe they want more lime, more salt. That's according to everyone's own personal taste. But that's basically the guacamole. So as you can imagine, it's very popular. One avocado, it's a good vegetable. It's very good. It has all the perfect ingredients for either a nice beer, a nice tequila, and then it has with chips, tostaditas and salsa. It's a great beginning.
Excellent. Yeah. Nice. Really nice.
Spicy.
Delicious. I mean, absolutely. I get the kind of the flavor. It like melds together after you swallow it. Just really beautiful color and wonderful taste. So
thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is they're gonna bring you chips and salsa for the famous guacamole. We serve two different types of salsa. These are tostaditas. We serve them with this is for our roasted tomatoes. That's a sauce that we give, on the house that we provide. It's roasted tomatoes, jalapenos, and onions. And this is a hot sauce, which is made from chile de árbol, which is also from Oaxaca. And then you have your guacamole. And then, of course, my favorite meal of all time, which is the mole. So I don't know if you're going to be able to try all of them, but this is it.
No, this is good, and we're going to indulge a little, and thank you so much. Really enjoyed ourselves, yeah.
Thank you so much. Good to meet you.